All right, everyone, please make sure your phones are back off from the break.
Because Ms. McGill would not engage in such derelict behavior. She continued to hiss and fight and spit and try to provoke her, but she would not get out of the car.
And you sat in the driver's seat while all this was happening?
No, it happened all within a matter of seconds. I mean, I'm not a referee, but I did do my best to try to, neutralize the situation, as I didn't want to leave it to her, as I at that point recognized that, she was obviously partaking in a criminal act. So, in order to try to diffuse the situation, I walked around to the outside, wedged myself in between her and the table. At that point, Ms. McGill was trying to shut the door. She was staying pulling the door open. I stepped in between. I shut the door, asked her to lock the door, and I started the car and pulled off.
You walked around to the passenger side?
Yes.
You didn't rush around to the passenger side? Because Ms. Raymond, according to you, was going wild on Ms. McGill. You walked around to the passenger side?
Yes, ma'am, I did. I walked around to the passenger side, attempted to calm the situation down, as she was very out of control. And I attempted to talk to her. Most of the time, when I do speak to her, at least she'll listen enough to hear me. She was fighting, punching me. She actually did hit me. If I didn't say that a second ago, she did hit me. And I shut the door. I managed to get the door shut in the midst of her clawing to fight.
And she's beating Ms. McGill like this, and you...
No, I didn't say she was beating Ms. McGill.
Okay, she's clawing, doing to whom?
She was clawing, at that point, me, as I'm shutting the door. I asked her to lock the door. Tameka had hit me a couple of times. Of course, I was in no way gonna, participate in this childish, as I said, derelict behavior. And I turned around to the other side of the car, got in the driver's side and pulled off.
You didn't press charges against Ms. Raymond because this didn't happen as you said it did. Correct?
I didn't press charges because I didn't want to be known for putting Tameka in jail.
Oh my goodness, Mr. Raymond, you said that she was going crazy and she clawed and hit you.
Again,
correct?
She not only hit me, she also hit Miss McGill, but on my behalf. I've said this, that I did not want the boys to know that their father put their mother in jail. I didn't want to be responsible for putting their mother in jail. I didn't want the boys to ever have that, to remember that my dad put my mom in jail because she was fighting in the street.